everyone, it's Dr. Rick. There's nobody around here so I can take my mask off. The rules in Illinois are you have to wear a mask when you're indoors and you can't maintain social distancing, but on this Mount Hoy, I think it's important to wear a mask. Plus, it's a resistance exercise. See my video down below. So if you're going to use Mount Hoy, because I used to love Swallow Cliff Steps in Palos Hills, but it's a bit far from my office in Bartlett, so I'm using the gates right here next to the shack. That's where they rent ski equipment. And I'm using the gates up there at the top of the hill. So from this entry level to that top of the hill is approximately 76 meters. That's a rough estimate. I'm using fence posts, and I counted 76 of them going that way. So it's a potential 76 meter run uphill. I believe that the top of Mount Hoy is about 800 feet above sea level, and I'm getting a difference on my altimeter of 100. So if that's 100 and this is 700, which is a rough estimate, then using the distance on the y-axis and the distance on the x-axis, we're calculating that we get about a 20 degree incline, and then approximately one way 19 times will be about a mile. So you're trying to get some resistance training in and you want to train for Colorado, then I think going uphill for a mile is reasonable. The only problem in Illinois, there's no way you can go uphill for 1 mile straight, so you'll have to break it up into back and forths. I don't count the coming down part, although my son said I should. It's too easy to come down. But if you just want to train for altitude, train for say Gray's Peak, that's about 3 miles. It's not really all altitude is 3 miles, but I'd say 3 miles here this way, 19 times 3, whew, that's a couple hours of going uphill, downhill. So that's how I would train. Or you can go to Swallow Cliff Steps, and it's pre-measured, but that's an approximate for those of you who haven't figured it out. So I think it's reasonable to come here. On the other side, there's a dirt track, and the incline is not as steep. But the distance is longer, so yeah, one way or another. That over there is stone, over here is grass, so find your way. Regardless, there's always ways to train, and I'll usually announce when my hikes are. Take care.